welcome to a new video on Apprentice Doing Tech. Today we're gonna anodize my Apple Watch Ultra. Here a quick disclaimer. So basically anodizing is changing the color of a metal through oxidizing it. The color is a function of the voltage you apply to the part. With titanium it is really easy to anodize it. I took a big glass, about half a liter of water, and added some baking soda to it. You can get this everywhere. This is just natron acid. I used about 5 or 10 grams on the half liter. You can convert that to freedom units if you want to. Then you just gotta stir it up. It needs to be stirred quite well. It doesn't like to mix that good. I experienced warmer water works better here. Next up, you're gonna need some wires. I just put one wire, the minus pole, into the water. At the bottom I made a small copper coil, and the plus wire is gonna be attached to the thing you're gonna anodize. Here I started first with plotting what voltage leads to what color, because it's heavily dependent on how your mixture is made. You're just gonna have to wait a bit and then see. I just took a piece of the bracelet for that, because you're gonna fuck up the color quite a bit there. You're gonna notice that when you put just a small piece in there, the current isn't that high, like 200 milliamps. But when you get to a larger piece like the Apple Watch, you can reach currents up to 4 or 5 amps, and you're working with quite high voltage, so you need a high wattage power supply. Mine here can deliver, I guess, around 160 or 150 watts per channel, and has 2 channels. I use them in series here. This process takes a long time, believe me, but it's still way easier than anodizing aluminum, because it doesn't need some special acid or stuff. I just used a plier that fell in. You were able to see quickly here that we are at the blue color now, around 30 volts made there. And you can see the current is up to 500 milliamps, so already pulling quite a bit. The color was round about where I wanted it, but still I wanted to see if there are other nice colors gonna show up. I hadn't have too much luck with that. I found a nice purple-ish color, but after that it went bad. It's important to take your time when you have it in the bath, because it takes some time for the coating to. Yes, so here I was done basically with the clip. I found the color. I tried one more thing. I was here already at 35 volts, about 600 milliamperes we're pulling here. It's quite a cool process, but be careful, guys, and always wear protective gear and operate in a well-ventilated area. Here I tried the clip attached to the band, just to see if the color I chose, here we are at 20 volts, is the right one. Yep, now we switch to 35. because this gives us a nice bluish color. It's a very light blue, but in reality it's quite saturated. So it's a light saturated blue. Looks amazing, even better in sunlight. This was the second watch I done. Here you gotta cover the back because it's gonna there is a coating for the EKG monitor. On the first watch I did, I sadly plated, or the plating just vanished because of the electric process. Probably it was put on electrically, but I'm fine. It's the only functionality I lost. Also keep in mind the bright orange button will dissolve, and you can see here it's still there, but afterwards it's gonna be gone. Also, we're pulling about an amp here. My other Apple Watch, the one you're gonna see the end result of, I did at a higher voltage, around 80 volts. So you gotta be really careful there. And I managed to pull around 3.5–4 amps. Also, one thing I learned with the other one is don't touch the wire on the bottom, because the process also includes producing hydrogen gas, which is, as many of you might know, highly flammable, so it leads to a nice pop. I turned the Apple Watch off, but it shouldn't really matter, because the voltage, there isn't any voltage that is created inside the Apple Watch, right? Just a small one over the case because of the resistance of the case, and because like one coil is at the bottom, the other one is attached at the top. But you can see the blue that I managed to get when I pull it out here. Sadly I didn't film it, and I did. Here you can see some imperfections. I later, with some more trying, got them away. One thing I found out is that the middle of the digital crown will always have a different color than the rest, because it's just isolated from the rest of the case. It's not perfectly isolated, so it will get etched, but not that well. So we're soon gonna see the end result from my first try. Here is the green I got. It matches with the band here. The color looks a bit flat here, but it's also quite saturated. It's really a color that is not gonna be like wow amazing, but you're also not gonna grow old to it, so it's always gonna be like a neutral greenish color, almost like the mint color industry green iPhone that was available. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, come back next time, and hopefully my English will improve.